There's something pleasing yet baffling in realizing that the rest of the world has a story just as complex and convoluted as your own. And in watching people, I take in those stories and make them a part of me. Each person has their own way of walking, of gesticulating, of expressing themselves. And these are the quirks that translate into my life and my work. Observation is something that I've always done, whether it was for art or simply curiosity. But it never meant much to me until I started recognizing the habits of others in my own actions. They were the little things, like how my laugh became like my best friend's, or how my stride grew to be more like that of my teacher. It started me on thinking how, in some way or other, everybody is made up of fragments from the people around them, and if it was possible to integrate this idea into my life. Now I watch each passerby and watch their mannerisms, how they walk, how they smile, and the details that make up a crucial part of them. Unconscious habits are what end up in my art. The wrinkle of clothing as a man walks by me is reflected in my drawing. The loose and lazy sprawl of a cat seeps into my dances. Every hand gesture exchanged between excited friends becomes my own. This past weekend, I attended the largest anime convention in New England, with thousands of people in attendance. There were people in both cosplay and street clothes from all over the US, there to join a community that loved the same things that they did. For all 3 days, I wandered and watched, taking pictures and letting others take pictures of me. It was non-stop, full of energy from morning until midnight. 20,000 of us were crammed into the space of the Heinz Convention Center, and it was there that I was able to find an entirely new demographic to watch. In the throngs of people, I was able to find inspiration, filling up page after page of my sketchbook with figures and rough outlines when I returned home. My art wasn't the only thing that improved over the course of the weekend, though, because when surrounded by thousands of people, you very quickly learn what is right and what is wrong. Observing strangers and friends alike has made me a better artist, but also a better person in how I behave and interact with others. By watching them, I can now understand the micro-expressions that I couldn't see before, helping me to avoid worsening sensitive situations that I'd often misread. I no longer fear helping my friends in the hope that I can do good rather than harm. There are things that I've learned from complete strangers that I never would have learned on my own. There is always something to be taught, whether or not you get to know the people who inadvertently do so. You may never know their past or their plans for the future, but the way they act can tell you just as much about them as a one-on-one conversation. So, for the foreseeable future, my observations will go on per schedule, and tomorrow I will know something I didn't know before, thanks to that random stranger that will walk by me at some point in the day.